Okay then guys, so welcome back to the Wings of Glor demo by Black Dragon Miniatures and Bleeped Up Publications. So what we're going to do here, if you want to sort of scroll back, we'll put the
video on the screen
the link to the previous one, which basically just told us what was going on and how the concept works. So this is actually the playthrough demo. So what we have here is we have the Fokker DR1, the triplane, famous red triplane of Manfred von Richthofen, and he is flying over this industrial town and happens to see a Sopwith camel coming down into his sights, and we're going to basically play through a basic version of the demo. So rules wise, we're using the basic rules. We're not using the advanced rules, not using ace skills, we're not using the elevation, so we're basically just going to be playing the standard rules. So we're not using the red climb and dive cards, which does put me at a slight disadvantage being the Red Baron. One of the advantages of the triplane was its manoeuvrability, its ability to climb and dive, and obviously I'm up against a more robust camel. We are both using the same damage deck, which is damage deck A. We've taken out the insta-kill for this.
Yep.
As such, we're just going to show you what damage comes from playing this game. So first thing we do is in each turn you play 3 movement cards, which go face down, here, here and here. Okay, they will determine our 3 phases. At the end of each phase, okay, if we're in range we can shoot. So effectively you're firing up to 3 times per turn. Once the turn ends, you take your cards away, you put them back into your deck, and you choose 3 new manoeuvres from your cards. Now, obviously, the other thing importantly is that you can play the same manoeuvres again, not a problem, they're not expended.
Yeah.
You basically just choose there all your options. Now, the only other thing is that on the cards we have stress manoeuvres. Okay, these are indicated by round circles. The only exception is the fact we cannot do more than 1 stress manoeuvre next to each other. So, stress manoeuvre, we wouldn't be able to do a stress manoeuvre, and we'd have to do a non-stress. Equally, if we did a stress manoeuvre at the end of the turn, at the beginning of the next one, it can't be a stress manoeuvre. Okay. The only other move that we can do, which is at the basic level, is the Immelmann, which is a long straight followed by a flip and another long straight. It has to be a sequence of those 3 cards. They can again be split over 2 turns, however they have to be in that sequence. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is play our 3 cards, and we're going to get
straight into it.
So here we go. So okay, so basically we've all played our movement cards. I'm using the D deck, and Lee is using the C deck for camel.
That's honestly it. C for camel.
Okay, so let's get cracking, and we reveal our first card.
Yes.
And oh, look at that, we've done exactly the same manoeuvre.
Ooh, check that
so we place the line next to the line on our plane, and then move arrow to arrow, and then remove the card. There we go. So there's not really shooting this phase because we're quite a distance away, and as such our range is fairly limited. Okay, so that's where we are. Okay, so straight into phase 2, and this is again how quick this game is, and we are...
I know, I'm doing a cheeky stall.
Oh, hello. Okay,
and
so
I'm slowing down.
He's slowing down. He's slowing down. He's noticed me, and now he's bottling it. So we're already winning the psychological battle.
Yep.
So next card is no shooting this phase. So the Red Baron has also spotted him and just decided to put his.
Okay. So you gone straight. I did another S.
Oh, here we go.
Another S.
All right. So okay, so we're now going to get some shooting going on.
Yeah.
So with the shooting, you take the template, you place it in the arc. Okay, and we see whether we are in short or long range. Now the line goes over the acrylic at both ends. Okay, so we're both taking A damage each.
Yep.
So 1 for Lee.
Thank you very much.
For me, 1 for Lee.
Okay.
1 for me. So because of the fact we're close range, we take 2 cards. If we were long range, it would be 1. So the damage that I have taken is.
Cool.
And that. Okay, so
I've cheekily taken these two, but unfortunately for some, for good news for Gary, is my gun is jammed.
Actually, Lee, you got that wrong. It's my gun is jammed.
Oh, is your gun jammed?
Yeah, I am jammed.
Okay,
so
your gun's jammed.
So there we go. That's the first bit of contact, and
okay.
my gun is jammed. So I'm going to be busy doing that for the next 3 phases. So I've got 3 markers down. Okay. So, and we're going to round 2.
And that's how simple the game is. That's how quick it is. Honestly, it's.
So also, I have a slight issue, which I'm not going to necessarily tell Lee, but I can't do a certain thing there. Okay, so there we go. I'm ready.
So am I, sir.
Okay, so first manoeuvre.
Okay.
I'm going to get myself out of the way.
Okay.
Because I'm fixing my guns. So I remove one of my jam markers.
Going dead straight, sir.
Okay. I'll be seeing you.
See you in a bit. It's like a smile and a wave as we drive by. Or fly by even.
Okay, so phase 2. I'm going to now go straight as well. I'm getting out of here.
Same again for me. Just going to casually, you know, play up the dramatics. It's just like a movie right now. We had a little bit of engagement and now it's like dialogue between people like, oh, I can't believe he's this fast, etc. and all that jazz.
Okay, third phase. I'm going to pull off the Immelman. And
it's like we both knew what we were going to be doing.
We are now heading back towards, but I have now managed to clear my guns, and as such, I am back in the game.
Okay, so I need to make sure my arrow is there, so that's my arrow. Whoops, daisy. There we go. And that's that. That's me done, sir.
Okay, so here we go. So back in.
Straight back into it.
Okay, right. So round turn 3. So
should be a gentleman. Do you want to do mine and I'll do yours?
Okay, let's do it. Okay. Oh, here we go. There we go.
I think we're going to get some shooting on the go now, mate.
I think you might be right, sir.
I think so.
So it is, but it's at long range. So we take 1 card each.
Okay.
There's 1 for Lee.
Well, thank you very much, sir.
My one is typically.
And my one's that, guys.
Okay. So.
Okay.
Phase 2.
Yeah.
If you want to go first.
Yes, I am getting the flump out of dodge. Fingers crossed.
Okay. There you go. Unfortunately, I think.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, just missed.
Just missed? Oh, that's good.
Just missed. So no collision there. If you had taken the collision, we take C damage, which is really, really bad.
Oh, no.
Okay, so we'd have to draw a card from the C deck, which is really
sure.
bad. However, equally, I think he's just out of arc as well.
Yeah.
So I'm not going over the acrylic. Okay. So next turn.
Yeah. Next turn. We're gonna.
And we've both popped a stall.
Yeah, look at that. It's like we've played this before, Gary, or something.
Okay, so neither of us can play a stress manoeuvre in our next turn.
That's correct.
As we've both done stress moves at the end. I'm just going to check my cards. Sorry, due to technical difficulties, I'm just having to
figure out life.
Yeah, figure out life. It seems I may have overfixed my rudder. Now I can't turn the other way. So.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's all good in the hood. So I've just got to try and figure out how it's best to sort of get myself out of this mess. Vorsprung Deutsch technique, not.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So I think we're on turn 4 now.
Yes,
so here we go. Let's go for it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, rudder damage, meaning I can't swing the obvious way to basically try and get back round on that camel.
Exactly. Okay. There we go.
Okay, no shooting, so next card.
Yep, next card. And this is how quick the game can honestly be, guys, which is one thing I really like about it is instead of everything's simultaneous fire, so it's not that game where it's like, okay, I'll shoot you and then I'll have to wait until shooting you. Everything happens at the same time. So, final manoeuvre. We will do install.
Okay, so we're out of range on this one. I've fixed my rudder again.
Again?
Yeah, again.
Again? Okay. And I think the best thing, the strengths of one of this game is, Gary, is that every plane is different. So like the plane that I normally use, I'm seeing manoeuvres this plane does that my plane doesn't, and I wish it had. You know, but obviously every plane is different.
Every plane is different. The other thing to mention about the planes is they are 1/144th in scale. So again, you can get quite a few planes on a standard board. This is actually a Wings of Glory mat as well, which is also available through Black Dragon Miniatures.
There you go.
But all the planes come pre-painted. So as such, you literally just pick the plane up off the shelf. You buy the plane. It comes with its own movement deck. It comes with the pegs, the acrylic base. Fighters typically are anywhere between 10 to 15 pounds for a standard single seater. The two seaters, bigger planes, tend to be anywhere from about 14 pounds up to about 18, 19 pounds in this era. And then you've got your big bombers, which we touched on in the previous video, which are anywhere from sort of 50 pounds plus, but they are huge. And not overly playable. They are specific for scenarios, so you wouldn't really want to put that down and you know, just do a standard game. I think we had 4 fighters versus a bomber and a fighter escort yesterday. The fighters won 1, lost 1. So again, there's a lot of firepower coming out of those. So turn 5, I think we're on, and it looks like we might be getting some more fire coming in any second if Lee's played the right cards. So oh, he's done a tight turn.
I have done a tight turn, sir.
And so has Manfred.
Oh my days.
And again, we're both in arc, and as such, that's 2 damage each. So this is starting to rack up now.
It is true. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay.
Okay, so just for the camera, that is mine. Okay.
Cool, cool. And this is my damage, guys. Cool, cool.
Okay. So next turn, as we're still both in the fight, remember the Red Baron has 13 points of damage and the Sopwith Camel has 15 points of damage. So if you want to move first to get your plane out of the way.
Cheeky stall, because I thought you were going to bugger off that way, mate.
Alright, so okay, we've just done one of those.
Okay.
Okay, and next.
And then the final one.
We're going to bank back round.
Ah, I see. Well, as you can see, I've done.
I like turning, you see, and seeing as my rudders are now working, I'm just testing them out. I think is probably what it.
I've done a straight, so I think Gary knows what might be coming. My next manoeuvre.
Okay,
so that's one thing you can pick up as well with this game is like, obviously, if people put the 3rd manoeuvre down, they're like, right, they're probably going to be going and doing this kind of manoeuvre next. So it's the best way of planning ahead of time as well.
Okay, so turn 6.
Yes.
Here we go.
This is going to be me. Just like the miracle it is. There it is.
So Lee has pulled the Immelman this time. He's coming back round on me. Currently in my flank, but good distance away, so I'm perfectly safe at the moment. And here we go again.
Yep.
However, the turning circle of the DR1 is its real asset. So it is literally now back in there.
I think it's going to be 1, isn't it?
So yeah, we are at range 1, so it's 1 card each. So again, 1 for Lee and 1 for me. So that's the Red Baron's damage.
Okay. And this is my damage. Gary, your guns are jammed. I believe it is. I believe it is.
It is. And excellent. So some real mechanical issues here with the DR1. We are now jammed again for the 2nd time. We've had 2 jams and 2 rudder damage. So this is obviously a Friday afternoon triplane.
I woke up and I had a game of hockey. I went to.
Okay, so this could get quite nasty now as the DR tries to evade.
Yeah, we're going to see what we're going to see.
So this is what happens now. So basically, we're going to have a little crash. So this is where your card comes in, because your card is exact replica. So you basically place the card on there. You take the model off.
There you go.
Okay. Then what we do? Hold that in position. Place mine back over.
Yep.
Remove that.
Okay,
now because we're at the same elevation, we are going to have an impact here, and as such, this could be the end of one of us. Could be
the end of the one of us.
Now, even on a demo, to teach people not to crash into people, even though that was purely Lee's fault because I was signalling.
Hey, you're speaking German, I'm speaking Canadian, eh? So I can't understand you.
And so basically there is still the insta-kill within the C deck. I'm leaving that in.
Oh gosh, this could be funny.
So this could be. So you take 1 card each from the C deck and apply anything. Now because it's collision damage, Anything including fire, smoke, etc. you ignore. The only special card in there really is that insta kill. So you're only taking the damage, alright, as we try to evade.
Okay.
If we were playing elevation, again, we would have still impacted as we were both height 2. If I'd been height 3 and he'd been height 2, we wouldn't have actually suffered the damage. So here we go with the C damage.
Okay.
Okay, so that is my damage from the crash. Okay.
That's my damage from the crash, guys.
Okay.
And I am smoking.
Smoking. So you ignore the smoke because it's crash damage.
Oh yes, it is crash damage.
Yep. So basically you ignore that.
Nah.
And obviously you have 15 points of damage.
Okay, we're good.
So so the Red Baron got off that quite lightly, whereas the Sopwith Camel unfortunately seems to have lost one of his 2 wings.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is 100% true.
Alright, so new turn.
Yes.
Okay, so new turn, so I'll
let you go first.
move first and get out the way. Although not really out the way, but there we go. So, there we are. And if you put your plane back on the end of that, and then we can just remove the cards.
There you go, Chief.
Okay, so there we have it.
Okay, thank you very much.
I remove my second jam. Okay, next phase. Coming back round.
Yeah. Good old camel.
Okay, and then the next one, which removes my jams. Again. Okay, so we're going around in circles a bit here.
We are, yeah. This is how it is. This is how it is normally.
We are gunning for him, so here we go. Okay, so here we go.
Alright. Here we go, sir. Okay.
I've got slightly longer arms than Lee, so I will move his for him.
There you go, Chief.
Okay, now
I've got a sneaky suspicion we're both going to get hit.
Oh, we are. Yeah. So 1 card each. Okay, so that's the DRs.
Okay, this is my damage. And now I need to figure out math. This is
thing. Now we know we're close because he's having to have a count.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, play him out. There we go.
The 8 from the sea.
Oh, so that's why you don't crash into people. You try to avoid it. 8 points of damage. Incidentally, I'll let you know what I took for that. So
you got 0, didn't you?
There we are, baby. That'll teach you
so.
for crashing into me. So that's 10.
And then 13.
Or 13.
14. 15. And then 3 zeros.
That's still only 15.
Yeah, and I got 15 health.
Oh yeah,
I'm
15
dead.
health. Yeah, he's down. So so basically, that last shot took him out, and he hits the deck. Now, obviously, my slightly faulty plane, or my prototype. Okay.
Your prototype plane.
We took 1 point of damage, 0 points of damage. We took another point of damage. We took another point of damage. And we took no damage.
How many zeros?
No damage.
Wow.
And no damage. So, 3 points of damage. So, still with 10 points left. And obviously, the key one there
is
was
the C, man.
Was that
collision.
Crash. That crash
that's
really
why
did change.
That's why I kind of cheeky go for it sometimes, because you get a 0 and the other person can get a really high number sometimes. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, so there we have it. In this instance, Manfred von Richthofen takes his kill total from the 80 that he actually did to 81, and he kills a camel. So no doubt there'll be outrage on YouTube, as obviously he's a Baron and he's obviously gone and shot a camel.
Exactly.
And obviously that's not very PC these days.
It isn't, no. It won't.
But so there you have it. If you're interested in the game, we're running store demos, but equally there's obviously have a look online, look at the planes. All the planes, obviously this one did have the disadvantage, the DR, in this game because we weren't playing the elevation, but the tight turns that you could pull over the camel did obviously give it an advantage still. Even with the constant jams, the rudder damage, we still managed to basically take down the tougher of the 2 planes.
Yep.
However, obviously the last couple of games we played, the DR didn't. So again, you can't really necessarily go right. This is the plane that's going to literally kill everything because it just doesn't happen. It's World War I. They were basically made out of paper and wood, and as such, every plane is very similar. So again, if you're interested, send us a message, pick up some planes, and get playing.